the dynamics of pain and suffering. The dynamics of pain and suffering. Udi buku baya twen pain ene ubuku natural. Na no bibi samson na sofo ade na eduru yi ase amoto mobo ase e preachi e chirechiri musa anam se aso man ye hu omo ntre kese. Ye Bible study omo ma Bible class omo nko. Eye de omo banti ye de be pem omo ha. Tumuma mu buku so ena mo pain na ye nhwe the dynamics of pain and suffering. Udi betwi mu a ye betima ka se ensonso ye anase ayonkofa bi a eda wo yawo ene apinisie mu. Alo kaminta mo agbla me ye gamie. Tomo nyano boko ni yo pimo ke how momi. Nyano boko ni yo pimo ke how bomi. The dynamics of pain and suffering. My uncle text is from Romans chapter 12, verse 12. Rejoice and exult in hope. Be steadfast and patient in suffering and tribulation, and be constant in prayer. Rejoice and exult in hope. Be steadfast and patient in suffering, and be constant in prayer. I like to define pain. Pain is a state where a person feels a certain sensation of either a physiological distress, a psychological distress, or an unpleasant sensation. See a kasi or how anas a yaw, the word is a yaw, pain. Eye empempensuo bi a onipa da sani ne honamu edodo no ne ho ba bi ya ne ya ukona dwen mu susu a na dwen mu aye ne kesene ne ho ntene no aye se wiase nyina so no ote air condition mu nanso emfifra ete wo ya anase ono ankasa na tenka mu susu no na tenka no otimu se neoma nsisi yi. A state where a person goes through a certain unpleasant sensation in the body, in the mind, and also in the person's affect or the person's emotion. Now, suffering, on the other hand, is a process or a continual existence in a state of pain. Suffering, therefore, is a state or a process where a person sustains pain. Say a kasi wo how ana pinisi ade na ye pa kire. Say oya obi koso de, but do to me say oya na ekoso de onipa na gya tumu ama. Oya no otimuda. I don't know if you have gone through pain before, but I'll give you this an example for us to see the dynamics of where I'm coming from. One day, I had a patient who was in pain. Na me kofie, ana me koto no. Na me koye no na was say, wo hwe movie bi a wo pepa, Ghana for movie bi. Enti ono angasa ka se mentwen no ohwe wi a ya hwe ne yaw na wo komu. O dano so de movie fu so jom ho de. E kwesi ni wo ke doctor shifi o ke in kwesi ni angbe na ko ni pi mo ni yo in wala hye alo ni yo body mi ko no ko ha me. Why not? It is service render. Some we are making a cash. Timetina hodin. Mami shadie nyina. Na adene ba na wie ye no. A credit na start say rule. Me aje abo. And I'm saying no say ya ona ba. And I'm a friend kwala na gaza mo maami otreka mo. Oya wo a etimi ba na teko. Wo hwe film jiwani so nyina. We no say abo. Dear friends, I wish to submit to us that pain is inevitable. or yaw is something that you can't control. But when it comes to sustaining it or it's moving to the suffering level, that one, there's something we can do about it. And that is what we are talking about here. The dynamics of pain. Dear friends, pain is not necessarily bad. Wayao apinisie pimo. Ni wario hesanene. It is not necessarily bad. Now, the ability to make use of the pain you go through and the inability to not make use of the pain you go through is a function of your own responsibility. Now, anybody who do not want to go through pain after today, now, other than that, I wish to announce to every church member hearing my voice that pain is an inheritance of humanity. Yawoa, you go through pain. Ukosukua, you go through pain, especially when you are writing a subject that you do not like. Hey! Afibia yebechron konta ofe obwa ole noko unimhe. Unimushe. Dear friends, God made pain part of his creation. But the ability to make use of the pain or extend it into a suffering is a product of your own responsibility. When Yankupon said that the wayawo ebata na body ho. Naturally, Kronkron say, Genesis chapter 1 from verse 1, before God commanded the existence of the heavens and the earth, and even commanded the light to be in its position, there was a certain curiosity. Or say, na assassin is nyina ye sekatu. No mi ashikpo ofen e wodu assassin nyina aye sekatu. Not knowing that God needed a certain sekatu experience in order to bring his light. Are you here with me? Papa Ajinasari na kan sembi to mi trimpa na yonkomodi o se hwe yenu mo Christopher de bia ye pese ye hu ye nsroma e yampa sa na Bible no aka kire yen na emom ye te ha ye ka nyame ase mesrew enipa mienu ana wahwafo mo nkwa bonten na mo nkwohwe se mo behu nsroma he e ma me wo a obetime gina ho anopa gina ho awia ehu nsroma ne ye be bo beifo ye be bo beifo. Now but he said that hardly do Christians know that it is only the night that brings a star. And so if you want to see a star, get ready for your night. Dear friends, pain is inevitable. Pain is inevitable. And the Bible say, "Erade ma ha untome, erade ma ya untome de anya mesraw." Ye ko committee na cemetery adi echi. Ni emfa wonka because you do not want to exist. Point number 2. Pain is an intentional catalyst that God acts to speed up the process of his own creation. Brofunu muye drupa. Someone in baby a freeba. That's right. Oyaw eyade bi onyankopon kasa ede ahye na body mu. Na meka brofu bi say friend catalyst. A catalyst is any chemical that speeds up the chemical reaction of another chemical. Abrabo ne pese ekonanimu, enhira ne pese eba, na emom Onyankopon de bonyuma bi akata ho, said ye beya, se wo wigeri, na wo ka ebuo mu hye krudu next time wo wigeri abehe wo sin yie no aresa no boko. Because ye was St. Peter's near your mock. Chemistry class, and a teacher need be say, give me an example of a catalyst. Akwaba akwa nane ma meton gobe yoke garo soro si kan. So wa bon na dia vetina class. Dear friends, pain is a catalyst that God adds to our life. Sometimes pain is wrapped inside victory. Edru baby a wayaw apinisie wo haw no onyankopon ahye da de ahye ball bi mu a wedra ho Na drana we dra ho no, wo de eyaw na edra ho na nso na emu no nkunumdie ehye ho. Every human being has ever gone through pain before. And that is why after this sermon, if you have not gone through pain, please pray to God for pain. It's a mechanical plane and you're playing fast. Without pain, you are not moving to the next level. Say ya kasi obi nimbibi you are as a anything. Naturally say you want crophobia no more ya woman you ni inti ni akọ frɛ no. Nanze na mini super ya share sports super no ye PE master na ni sports ho pa. Ni ye Birmingham ye twemu ne Oregon ye twemu. Now I realize that for all those who won a medal, they spent several days and several weeks in training. Several. And this is Krobi so for Omokobo. 1 train 2 weeks time ni asasa man yes omonkobo. Aden wo mumu omonam. A longer training and a longer pain and a longer suffering is an assurance of a medal. No pain. Enti ohotini Paul anu oni e Christopher odin komo. Paul trekrata akwa akoma asafo ewo Rome. And I say Christopher ewo Rome. Paul ni bia na e Christopher ngbasani. Ni ekọ pen kan me wolo no na enma woloko kan ha Christopher in New York Roman. Now the church in Rome had a precedent of division and suffering. Emri bi twemu a ohene pon anase amraro pon a wotena ase no oye nadwene se a Christopher wo ho bebre no obetan wo mani. Na safo no soso anu wo mu soso na pinisie ene we aso we kon ene we ba nye we nua ene we nua nye we ba asafo ba ko na o na afa ne nipa ba mu abu. Moral lesson number 2, abamubuo is also part of life. In Jesus wo nyama wa bamu mu ya me se bomodia no wa bamu mu. And so Paul was exalting the church and he was telling them the intention of God. Achache bi na Kristo nankasa wonyankopon esoma Kristo no de ne bra aba abebo afode amayen. Enti wonyankopon ema Kristo eba wo honam mu. Na wo ba wo honam mu no oma Kristo benam asase so. Wo benanti asase so yi Kristo yeye na yakadaka de me yebo na sendua mu ni yesie no na ena etoso miensa no. Kristo sorry. My dear friends, your pain will never remain stagnant. I can forward Kasabi or Mokayame deposit. Ehura. One word we are near Yoda. I could say Tobu as a semi became. Omutimi comes a pokra and swotogum. And only a friend with team man no see before. Na no pese yo si dawro kra ya mene na na ba e de na nsida ebetwemu hwe eyo wuo na ato yen. Death is part of life. Family, I know, especially the children me hwe say de ebegina daka hu aye ye kata so na say de manimu ayo na nye fe ya. But I want to tell you that in the midst of your pain is a certain hidden victory. Sana nyame hyehyɛ no. Sana nyame hyehyɛ no. Hwɛ nanse ne yɛserew yɛda ne ani kunu gya no. Hwɛ nyankopɔn eyi sɛbe. Bɛma kwase bi. Nadwene ne fie. No obrɛ wo papa to wo ase. Ensu bebre. Hwɛ ene na wonya obi nhwɛ nkwala no. Mesi Kristo bɛyɛ wadom. Emma me come on dear Mosomon come to us. Share! Said ye bomb home pie cry no mukunum the munimua. Your friend Mokwai and Mokwa mo hadwene. Moka say yankuana yenyo. Moso monye. Afe Paul na eka say ye de asem na ibewie ya no na afe Paul na eka say. Enti Paul hwe sansensem way Paul looks at all these things. Nanka ye nyina ye ni da so ne sanka bofrei wo kosuku wo be paase. Wo paase wi obenya dwuma. Wonya dwuma wobenya kunu ana ayire bia ware nanso akole na paase aba betena ho ya besi ne wonya dwuma yi. God is up to something. Wakobo besia pa besia puduo dia besho ntosu imu wuduru barrier yesi atu barrier imu ene ntosu nyina na God is up to something. She enne ena woka adokore wo enne na wuntumi ntua woko mesi God is up to something. Enne nipa da ho but God is up to something. Now Paul said, verse 12, rejoice and exult in hope. Yewenidaso. Suma for mumwami. Hey. Missy yewenidaso. Come on. Yewenidaso. Never look down on anybody. It's not true. It is not true. Nanu Madame Fubia Mishia. Went to man called St. Peter's or for a school for fruit. Now, a brand pa ya wa class 1. Kwa utafo RC. Bon no abon. No abon. Yan ya call St. Peter's no call baby fu from kwatia wa. Engineer di anim say ya no na nyame adom ye ne. Ye no na nyame adom ye ne. Abenfo animdefo yan ye koi. Na no me call office bi me kwa submit ade bi a office bi se menyama. No say oh go and see our deputy manager of finance. Intermediate media consultant general. My bomb me someone who said me yes of so come. Kuntai nonsense. I sorry baby say me nam say Goliath. Nam say nam say Goliath. Me nam say Goliath saying. Eja Goliath nante ya. Me did do what we be see when the food don't come. Say Martin, what's the Adzika? Wouldn't a Jumana, some multinational company now, me call you, Miss One, your deputy manager finance. Shit! Who calls St. Peter's into the end? Who calls Saiton to the end? Never look down on anyone. Shit! And now why you're wedding and Chebia would in the fun at Chia. And Chebia would Yebejawa Miaya Pet. Yebejawa Miaya Pet. Never look down on anyone. Shit. And a baby was so watching and not buying food from me. Never look down on anyone. Yeah, when it does be. And it does one say, or how about when you mean Namasaw or how on so? Now, Paul said, rejoice and exult in hope. The hope we have in Christ. The hope that Christ will come through for us one day. Hey, oh, my, how you kuyenda or how in kuyen. I was telling my class one day that as you train to become specialists in pain, tell your patients that pain never kills. Pain never kills. Indeed, it is patients who allow pain to kill them. Because I have seen the most excruciating pain. I will be come what you are would do. And ya me manage. And a back not to honey ya you what boy one no bag. Be steadfast. Be steadfast. e ka hia ko e jele miwa enti ma kon munye duru kakra ma kon munye duru tintim kakra ye den ye be ka to so ye de be yo. It's not fair. Life is not fair. The very people you feed, the very people you have, they will come against you. Stand firm. Stand firm. Therefore come. Stand firm. Stand firm. Ebe wo so asrochin bebo nanso stand firm. Number 3, be patient. Nyamotre wakoma wo sro dodo. Minua wakoma wo sro. Bibia una person udi kan me yo nanso ya mo blow man yo. Nyamotre be patient. Not with you. Ayabotare obi beko obi beba. Oh, eye line ye di mu. Ene anu obi di animu. Wo de ye Saturday. Oh, nanso Friday bi shemfimfin. Nanso ansana Friday beba no Thursday na aba. Obi Thursday na ene ye di hu ahurusi you know. Saturday is coming. Na ya na ye osekwesie da so ma hye. Onyame an clear Saturday, I want clear Sunday da. Enti wonnua na ene Saturday edu no so no, be patient with the person. Be patient with everybody. Be patient with your husband, be patient with your wife, be patient with your child. Akwala na wo ko suku na ye ne se wabon no mo yo ebi ono na eba abeji abusua. Emfa ne bon ye ye no. Je said ye wabon te se ne papa. Papa for your bread. And lastly, be fervent in prayer. Be fervent in prayer. Fire and pipe. And can want someone chile nipa. And nipa bejo so okay, repeat, encore, they will call. Fire and pipe ma Christo. We know that you are suffering. We know. Titifoni famu na yeno mososo abedieche na ye famu ya. Hey, family. Look, this is only your turn that somebody is dead. It's been happening a long time. Be patient, relax. A year ba na kasakasaba, a year ba nentutuyaba, a year ba na pointing of fingers. If we are doctor, we are postmortem meduma. Tobuas, abotare ni edeko. Na ninyi na chino nyankopon do be dead. Na abotare wienku ni mudinti no. Kristo nankasa wo beba mu. Na Kristo ba mu a oya obi ayekomu. Apinisie bi ayekomu. Amanie bi ayekomu. Yebeyi franka. Ni ebeto ayeyi nyum. Na ya nyum ne se ayeyi nyum. Ayeyi nyum. Bema oda ayeyi Family, the death of a righteous person is not called death. It's called sleeping in God. Our mother is not dead. She's sleeping. Kristo na ne mraso no say me ba adwuma wa yo sumamu ma busuku twankwala ma se de be home enkwabo tire bi wo ho ma. And whilst we cry, our mother is rejoicing. Aye yinyo aye na bema minyami hey na afeni crack odofo a wo beja ye a wo sukra chen busuafo yenim se wo hawo na wakai ba mbese me ka kire wo se Kristo obedane no na da ye besan hia biem enye yi o na bia na ye wabaso boda e bia na ye wedding bi e bia na ye retirement bi a ye da Awurade ase e bia na ye sika puduo bi na wanya a wodi bi bre Methodist asafo Kristo nka ho no no mo e wo Yesu dim amen. Hina ana woji ni di Amen.